woodland fanny packs. Actually, woodland fupas and woodland XL fupas. If you don't know what those are, they're fanny packs. But they also come with shoulder straps, so you can wear them as a chest pack. And then we also have danglers. That's a fanny pack, same thing as a fupa, but it will actually lock into your armor and sit underneath your armor or on any of your micro rigs. We have them in a lot of other colors also. We just happen to have woodland. You like woodland? A lot of dudes do. We got some stacked micros there. Right-hander right here. Grocery bags. We have some woodland stuff floating around. Pocket organizers. Pelter wraps. Tonight's a good night for woodland. I think I have some woodland minimalist wallets. I thought I had some. Yeah, here's some woodland multicam black wallets. Pretty sweet. There's a very lonely woodland butt pack down there. I see a woodland hydro over there. Scott Taylor, what's up? Johnny Wigman, what's up? Spags, what's going on? Freesteading, what's that app you guys have? I joined that today and joined your group on there. Byron Roberts, what's up? Amy, what's going on? Let's get to the top here. Big O, Derek Olson, John Cam, Paul, Byron Roberts, Garth Waite, what's going on, guys? William Harrington, Eagle 357. Here's more over here, more woodland danglers. Also got some Highlander there. How sweet are these things? Got some purple fupas. Visor covers. Those will probably be sold out come Monday morning. Tay, what's up? Dean Moles, what's up? Baltrad, what's up? Spam that like button. Yeah, 23 and 23, that's a pretty good number. Happy birthday to my new nephew. Just brought home from visiting my brother and his wife at the hospital. Just got home. Derek Olson, right on, man. Right on. How sweet are these multicam black red thread diaper bags? Hospital still requires masks. Fucking crazy. It's not even Halloween. Amy, what's up? Cold out here. It's misty and foggy outside. So what's everybody doing tonight? Amy's at work. What's everybody else doing? Condor still make gear? I don't have a clue, man. I would guess they do. I thought it's all made offshore. I'm sure they still do. Did you get all the posts and gates in today? So I got the main 6-inch post in, and I got one of the gates put in, and then the other gate will go on the other side. So yeah, I'm about 50% complete right now. I will put I'll be able to put the turkeys in a pen by themselves tomorrow. Might go to living room in my PJs. Might go to the living room in my PJs. Do you mean like the living room in your house, or do you guys have like a bar out there called the living room or something? Terrible customer service with Condor? No idea, man. No idea. New Jurassic World game with the kids? Cool. Home drinking bourbon, right on. DB Rack, I don't know what that is. Yeah, laugh out loud in Kentucky. In I think you mean my house. We don't frank much. Was talking about New Year's. Don't drink much. Don't drink. Have you been drinking? Reading your text looks like you're drunk. Are you drunk, Amy? Neighbors already firing off fireworks and shot. Man, I completely forgot about that. We're always New Year's, man. We're always in bed by midnight. I think I'm a little tired. Can't see what I'm typing. Phone on the TV. Got it. Got it. We get 6 hour by law to do fire. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I don't. They're allowed to sell fireworks for New Year's here and 4th of July. I'm not sure what the laws are, but if you were around here firing off fireworks on any day, nobody's gonna really say shit about it. I mean, unless maybe if we were under a burn advisory or something, maybe. Had Subway my last meal of 22. Right on. What was my last meal? Somebody gave me a bunch of sausage, and it's a little spicy. It's actually very good. I had sausage. I had 4 turkey eggs, and I had 1 English muffin with cherry preserves on it. That's what I had. And I had that for breakfast too, but without the English muffin. Just received Woodland single smoke, and Molly on the back wasn't stitched in the middle. That's how they are, Brandon. Because they're not wide enough to have 2 columns. So we put it on there. You can put it on 1, or you can center it up on 2 columns. That's how it is. Derek, it's not real spicy, but it's spicy enough like Amanda wouldn't eat it. Like when I eat spicy stuff, my hair sweats, my hair gets wet. It's not like that. It's enough that you take, the flavor is very good. REC, what's up? I hear something in this wall. It's a rodent. What are you talking about? Sausage? I like how you showed up. You heard I'm talking about food. You're thinking dick. I'm on call, hoping your phone doesn't ring. Had a bunch of frozen water. Oh shit. Pierre. Who did 9/11? Your government and the Israelis? There it is. Can you hear it? Do you ever have a rat problem? No, man, we don't have, luckily, thank goodness, we don't have rats, man. We got mice. We got mice. No rats. Haven't seen any rats here. Ever. Can you hear it? It's in there chewing on something. How's everybody's day? Did you guys do what you wanted to do today? We did. We did. Did we do anything fun? I got up this morning, put in some fencing, put in some 6-inch posts. Holy shit, are those fucking things hard to drill into, even with a good spade bit. Fucking really dense. Sat those, dug those with a post hole digger, and then tamped them all in, which I'd never done. I'd seen it done, but I'd never done it. So did that. Got some T-posts put in. Ran some hog panels, kind of temporary fencing. I mean, they'll be there for a year, maybe two, before we move them. Setting up some individual bird runs so I can keep certain kinds of chickens separate. So when we breed them, we know what we're actually getting out of the egg. We're about to kill off a bunch of roosters. There is no consensual sex in the poultry world. It is very rapey out there, and I have way too many roosters. So now that we've let them grow up, we know which ones are the dominant ones, so we'll kill a bunch of them off, and we just feed them to the dogs. So fencing, I'm going to take some birds and break them up into different pens, and then the turkeys will have their own run. Get a ship auger bit. I'm not sure what that is. Aurora Rings, what's up? And I buy tools. I have a lot of tools, and then we have guys work, and the tools never get put back, right? And some of it just gets worn out. I mean, they did a ton of fencing here, so you know they were burning up bits and shit, and they've never been replaced. So I go to get bits. I spent probably out of 5-6 hours working actual work today, outside. I probably spent 2 hours walking back and forth and getting tools and shit. So I just bought, just this generic bit set at Harbor Freight, and this set here. I was looking for like bulk, but they didn't really have like a bunch of bit sets that had 20 of each bit or anything in it. Can you get an auger for the skids? I have an auger here. I have it's too big though. I didn't want to put in a big auger because I'm not setting concrete. I'm using pressure treated 6-inch posts, like little mini phone posts. So I wanted the hole to be, if I'm putting a 6-inch pole in there, which really is a 5.5, I just wanted an actual like 6-inch diameter. So dug them out, set them. I didn't have to put a lot of wood in, and most of it was just banging in T-posts. What's the best tool to break into a locked door? A Broco torch. Depends where the lock is, right? Are the hinges on the inside or the outside? You'd be surprised. Look up non-permissible environment. Look up manual entry tools, hydraulic. There's a lot of stuff you can carry. The bigger it is, the more leverage and the faster it will open. But like, do you want to be seen with those tools, and are we trying to get in access to a building? The doors are usually the hardest part. Most buildings, you can go through the wall easier than you can go through the doors. A skid steer, yeah. A lot of big municipality SWAT teams actually have fucking skid steers for entry. Yeah, Halligan tool. Halligan tool's great. And even if you're not you should watch videos of guys using like confined space stuff and Halligan tools. But depending where you are, those are called burglary tools, I carry some small pry bars and stuff with us at all times. I had dinner today. You would have loved big ol' branzino. I don't know what that is, Pierre, but thanks for not fucking inviting me. Sitting here thinking how wild it is that the East Coast goes woo at midnight, then 3 hours later, the West Coast goes woo. I see what you're saying, but I don't know what woo is. Big white fish. Big ol' branzino is a big white fish. I want to go back to Sunda. I actually meant to go to Sunda for brunch this morning, and I forgot to say something to Amanda. So then she didn't remind me because I didn't tell her. If I had them in my possession, they would be considered burglary tools for sure. I'm with you, Real J Hill. I'm with you. I received a package today. I'm assuming was for the members Q&A. Probably so, Stephen. Pierre, let's go tomorrow. I don't think I can go tomorrow. I definitely couldn't be there early enough for brunch. But I do want to go back there, man. I really like that menu. It's very much like Nobu. Sitting here thinking how we read that. So, and Pierre, yeah, I have an auger, but it's a 12-inch. I do need to see about getting a smaller auger. We did call them at one point when we were in we needed one in a hurry. And he's like, yeah, we can get you one. It'll be 6 weeks. And I just forgot to even buy one because we ended up renting one somewhere else. Are smoke grenades illegal for felons? No. But what you need to know is smoke grenades are illegal for everyone if it is a military smoke grenade. So you used to be able to buy them for like $45 at the gun shows. The ATF classified them as a destructive device, so it is a $200 tax stamp registration on every one of them. Now, there are civilian smoke grenades that are legal. There are several companies offering them. And they're pretty close. I keep going back and forth about the backyard. Either redo the deck or rip it out and do a patio. Pierre, move the fuck out of there and buy a farm. The deck would be cool, man. The deck would be zero maintenance too, right? You said it was on a slope. I remember you saying, man, if you put a deck out there, you wouldn't have to maintain it. It's probably going to raise the value when you sell the house, right? You could put a hot tub out there. You could do eventually do like a small outdoor kitchen, because that's more you. You're not going to grow no bullshit out there. Not in that motherfucker where you're at. If some shit gets bad where you need to grow some shit, you're going to fucking leave there and come here anyways. So build a badass fucking patio out there. I think it might be just the fuse that is classified as the... Yes, it is. It is that is exactly what it is. That's what Jess wants, a hot tub, and I want a kitchen. Why don't you do both? Why don't you knock that spare room out and just fucking put a hot tub in there? Farmer Frenchie. Sometimes the auger can be swapped out for the power head for another day. Oh, ours will. Buckshot, ours will. I'm not sure what you just said, but yes, we can swap out the augers. Yeah, absolutely. We can run up to a 36-inch auger. I have high flow and everything on that skid steer. Any money print wallets? No. Iridium, what's up, man? I sell. Yeah, the Enola Gays are good. We've been happy with them. They just don't look like a cool military smoke. And you can get them. They're available. They work good. Shutter Bomb, Enola Gay. There's a bunch of them. I really think they're all just the same thing with a different label on them. Frank the Tank, what up, man? Lockpicks. Yeah, lockpicks. Lockpick gun, lockpicks, shims. I received a package today. Okay, I think we've read all of these. Any chance getting a 3-mag shingle? I have them right now. What color do you want? The better question is, why didn't you already get a 3-mag shingle? Let's see. Ooh, maybe I don't. We had a fucking lot of them like 2 weeks ago. It looks like multicam black. It is for you. 49 of you on board. 47 thumbs up. Hit that like button if you guys haven't, because half of those thumbs up, they're not on here anymore. They just come on the very beginning to see if I'm going to say something crazy, or they want to see what gear is available. What radio communication devices do you prefer that everyone can own? Sam. Allowed versus able, buddy. Tell me some that you can't own. Like, what are we thinking? Ham radio, right, will do things that other stuff won't do. But you're really not going to be able to use ham radio if you don't get a license and actually use ham radio. Now, with that said, it's very easy to get a license. You could literally study 10 minutes before you go to bed for a week and pass the test, the first test. And then you can use the radio, and then you can ping, you can hit the repeaters and stuff. Guy at work went to, and guys, they're discontinuing radios like the 818, the little QRP radio, right? I have two of those things, the Yaesu 818s. They're a most band. They're not all band, but they're multi-band, low power. They just discontinued those things. They just discontinued two Yaesu radios that I saw this morning. Yeah, Radio Made Easy is a good way to go for sure. Evan is a great dude. Evan's been here. Evan comes here, sells his products. That's a really good place to start. And he can get you set up and have that conversation with you, because everybody goes and buys these Baofeng radios, right? I have a box full of radios right here. I have boxes full of radios. I've got Baofengs, I've got Yaesus, all that shit. Everybody buys them, but none of their radios talk to each other. Like, they're not set up. They don't have their fucking banks put into them. He'll sell you a whole package, and he'll come out and train you, right? You got you and 5 of your friends. Fucking, he'll come out and put all your shit together for you. He'll build you exactly the kit that you want. Guy at work went to warm up his truck, and when he went to leave, his door handle broke. It was a Ford. Someone tried their Subaru key on the passenger door and it worked. Any Mookie rigs or anything other than black? No, we don't make any Mookie war rigs, man. We stopped making them years ago. We had them. We built all of them that were on order. We built extras. They sat here for over a year. And are we talking Mookie War Light, or are we talking actual Mookie War rig? The NSW rig does everything the Mookie War rig did in a more compact package. JP, what's up? I want regular multicam. Isaac, I don't have it, buddy. What radio communication do for thing? Any chance of getting a 3-mag shingle? Tech license, fairly easy. Yeah. And you can just study for it, man. You're going to fuck around with this GMRS stuff. Whatever. Cool. You and your kids can use it. It's going to work for 90% of the shit you're going to need in your life until you need something that it won't do. What rigs are on the wall, Pierre? AKM4 micros. Maybe. There's 2 of them up there. I don't even know if they've been sold already this weekend. There's a few random stacked micros floating around. Looks like a cop rig. It's probably not online. That's probably why it's there. Why? What do you want? Do you plan doing it any more in Flectarn? I need more words there. Any more what in Flectarn? Anything in Flectarn? We don't make anything in Flectarn. We might have done a few pieces. We did like some G36 mags in Flectarn that all shipped to a unit in Germany. But no, I don't. We're not probably building anything in Flectarn. We haven't been. We built a bunch of rigs every week for months. And we fulfilled almost, I don't know, I'm sure we have like some weird orders for like woodland with orange thread, and there's probably some orders like for alpine or something. I saw him cutting a bunch of alpine, but like we've gone through and knocked down all that shit. You can't even order a rig that we don't have at this point. How about a Flectarn 8? I don't know that I even have Flectarn. No, I would just go with no. Probably not, man. I mean, if you want to source the material, if you want to buy a yard or two of the material, I don't even know where you get it. If you buy some material and send it in, we can discuss a custom order for you. Everything's doable for the price. I love this thing. I want to have this done in a full life size oil painting. Flags aren't as God's can, is it? Then she hit me with the. Yeah, M81. That's right. God's plaid. Crazy idea. Tried to sew some old army mail bags on the knees of my combat pants, but now they're coming off. If I ship them to you, fuck no. How would I get up inside the fucking knees of your pants to sew patches on them? Fuck no. Nah, we don't do any clothing, man. You should go to a uniform shop. Just I don't know if you're by a military base. Go to a tailor. They'll be able to do it for you. What's your opinion on Condor plate carrier? I don't have a fucking clue, man. I don't know. I don't have an opinion on it. Is Condor even still in business? I don't have a fucking clue, man. My opinion is if you're asking, it's probably fine for you. If you're in a position in life where you truly need a plate carrier, like on a daily basis, your unit's probably issued it to you. Now, I have a lot of shit for in case. I'm standing in a building that's 16,000 square feet. I'm on 10 acres. I have multiple outbuildings, right? I have a lot of shit that I don't need, but, you know, I hope that I never need. One day I might. So, as far as an armor carrier, man, buy something buy something that the fucking killers are using, right? Cry, Mayflower, Velocity Systems, London Bridge Trading. I've got a bunch of London Bridge Trading armor carriers. I bought them, paid full price for them. Just buy you something real, man. Yeah, Condor will get you. Here's the deal, right? Blackhawk, honor is a way of life, right? Blackhawk. Everybody bought Blackhawk because they hired a dude named Jim Bonus. He was a marketing guy from Coca-Cola. That's why Blackhawk, Surefire, and Otis cleaning kits, all their ad campaigns all look the same, right? And they knew how to market. And they had a lifetime warranty, right? But Blackhawk gear used to fall apart all the time. Like you could literally pick it up in the store and pull it apart with your hands, okay? But most of it is Walter Mitty syndrome. These guys have it because they've woven some story in their head, or they want their girlfriend to believe that they're doing some shit they're not, right? They buy that gear and they put it in the trunk of the car, and then they ask their girlfriend to go get something out of the trunk of the car that they forgot, right? And then she's like, "What's all that? Oh, that nothing. That's just I can't tell you, right? It's a fucking fabricated story, right? They're never going to use any of that shit." 5% of the people that were issued Blackhawk gear actually used that gear to failure point. They never had to warranty it though, because they give that stuff. Shovels are nice armor. Shovels are nice armor too. They give that stuff to those guys. The guys using the gear for real, that gear doesn't come home. It just fucking gets left on target. You know, it gets left at extract. It gets left on the host foreign nation bases or whatever. And they get handed brand new kit. So they never had to warranty that shit because 95% of the customers that buy that stuff, they never use their gear. They go to the range once, they jock up, right? It's like our NSW chest rig. I've got a chest rig we sell, it's like $700. Everybody wants one, but a lot of guys, they can't commit to $700. I totally get it. The guys that got issued our NSW chest rigs, they use those chest rigs, right? Most of the guys with those chest rigs put it together. They've got this rig in case they go to war, right? They don't really train with it. Some dudes do. But most guys, have that shit together. They go to the range with it. They've got their armor on. They've got their chest rig, and they're like, it's pretty fucking hot out here. This shit's kind of heavy. And then they put on a little tiny chest rig. And that's the deal with most of that stuff. Most guys, they don't need it. And I'm all about having, you buy whatever you want, man. You buy whatever you want. But as far as you're asking me what my opinion is on some other company. I don't have a fucking clue, man. I can talk about a lot of companies, but I don't know shit about, there's not a fucking piece of Condor gear in this building. And it's a big fucking building. Yeah, you ever cry? Stay with cry. Shellback. I don't know what shellback is now. Shellback used to be made in Mexico. It was like Tag's offshore brand, basically. Gray Ghost was Tack Taylor's offshore, I thought. LBX is London Bridge's offshore. Never bought a carrier, really never had a need for one. Cool. Yeah, for sure, but I have to run a trunk of my car to put it on. It's probably too late. Yeah, those are more, that's like, riots are going on, we are leaving this city, so you just run, already jocked up. Or you're at the mall and some shit kicks off and the city's on fire. When you get to your car, you put all your gear on to get out of the city. First live stream in a while. Sorry if been covered, but what can we get? The music you're using on the intro, outro, you cannot. You cannot. We haven't put it out. You can listen to the music on my YouTube channel. It's there. The whole all of it is there. You could, I'm sure if you have a program to rip the audio, you could rip the audio and put it on an MP4, MP3. Aglite, yeah, Aglite, but who's making their carriers? Aglite makes armor, right? Who makes their carriers? I don't know. I don't care. You guys, you get whatever you want to get, man. Most people would be better suited with a coated egg basket for their 6 chickens rather than a plate carrier. AR500 Valkyrie rig. I listened to the guy from AR500. I know James promoted that product. I listened to the dude talking about his carriers. Whoever I listened to, I thought it was one of the guys that owns the company. He didn't know a fucking thing about what he was talking about. It was absolute bullshit. Like he was making it up as he was going. Now, I haven't paid a lot of attention to any of their shit probably in the last 2 years. Haven't paid attention to any of their shit. But what I saw, that dude was a fucking retard. Most people would be better suited. I read those. Joseph Frazier, what's up? I saw Jose was on here too a minute ago. What's up, Jose? How are you? What's everybody's plans for tomorrow? What are you guys doing? We have BBD bags in coyote and gray. Have you guys seen these? Oh, here's one already open. They're Velcro lined inside, both sides. New Year's Eve party with SOE? Nah, we're locked down, man. We don't ever go out on New Year's Eve. We haven't for years. Working now, working tomorrow, right on. I'm planning a rescue mission for Panic Prepper. He's obviously compromised, reading a script and getting shocked every few seconds. I don't know what that means, getting shocked. Didn't mean any disrespect by Condor. Oh, I don't care, man. I just figured you had a broader. No, I really, I have never had. I don't know that I've ever had a Condor piece of gear in my hands. And if I've seen one of their plate carriers, I didn't know it was one of their plate carriers. Cleaning, working out, chilling, right on. Only thing that pisses me off about Aglite is they only have the modular side panel carrier in multicam and black, not in any other color. Spray paint it. Spray paint it. What do you want it in? Multicam black, and they don't have it but in black? I mean, just run what you make it match. Get as close as you can. Sauerkraut, pork, kielbasa, right on. Working on taking some pictures, some new products I'm going to drop for the new year and the shop cleanup. What are you making? What is it? Flat dark earth. Let me let you in on something. Flat dark earth, that's coyote. When it comes to armor, people trip and assume they can be tanks. Humans cannot be tanks. It's better to not get shot than to shoot the bad guys. Be fast, be nimble, bring enough ammo. Iridium, that's always the case, right? We have a lot of armor carrier conversations, but when you see the guys you're having the carrier conversations with, they can't run a mile and they can't do 20 push-ups. That's not all of them, but I mean a lot of them, right? It's like mountain biking, right? I don't know how mountain biking is now, but it used to be that once you were down to a 24-pound mountain bike, you were going to spend over $1,000 for every quarter pound you took off that bike, because you were moving into titanium and stuff back in the day, right? You could take a shit. You could literally take a shit and lose more weight than the $1,000 was going to lose you weight off the bike. Why does your sweatshop have I have a ton of AC. I have 7 heat and air handling units in this building. I had $65,000 when we built the building. 65 grand was just in the air handling units. That wasn't any of the ducting. That wasn't the custom piping. That was just those units. Back then. Fuck now. Now, man, it'd be fucking 3 times that much. What's the best armor to wear? What's the best armor? The armor you're going to be wearing at when you get in a gunfight. And it's probably not going to be a gunfight either. It's going to be somebody shooting at you. Finishing cleaning out my dad's van so I can sell it. He was a master electrician and the van was like a rolling hardware store. I'm assuming if you're selling dad's van, he has passed. Sorry to hear that. I hope that the sale of all that stuff goes as you would like it to. Corey, what up? Welding tool organization racks, different accessories, keeping tools around. Cool. Yeah, should we buy armor first or should we buy night vision? And night vision can be a $2,500 thing. It can be a $13,000 thing. And it can go way up from there. I mean, by the time you add your helmet, suspension, custom cushions. Clint Smith said armor is great if the guy shooting at you can hit that little area. Buckshot, what's that, man? I think I'm tired. Found a SOG machete in the middle of nowhere today. I was in the feed shed looking for tools today, and there's an old axe head in there. And I remember as a kid taking a Dremel and getting all the rust off of it. I had it super polished. It was like high polished, and now it's all just rusted again. And it's sitting out there. I've never put a handle on it. I found it out in the canyon in the middle of fucking nowhere when I was a child. There should, like, that axe should never have been out there. And I found it out in a field someplace, just the axe head. Not like an Indian artifact or anything, just like an axe head. I don't know what it was doing out there. It was in California, in San Diego. Any low light class first? Low light is incredibly underrated. I learned so much taking a class. Right on. That's definitely a murder weapon. I have a SOG machete. SOG? I think it's a, no, it's a Fiskars maybe. It's on the, in the basket on the front of the four-wheeler. It's out front. I think I saw newest night vision systems are, oh yeah, fuck yeah, Tyler. But I'm talking like PS, 14s, single tube, dual tube. And then, what do they call the dual tube, the new versions, P31s, PSK 31? I don't know what the fuck they are. Almost everyone should get a bunch of pistol rifle medical training. Buy bullets, man. If you got money burning, if you got money to spend, if you buy bullets, you are never going to wish you didn't have the bullets. If you'd put money in bullets, you'd make more money than you would have in gold, the stock market, any of that shit, man. Any of that. You really want to make money? You should have bought eggs 2 years ago. Unfortunately, eggs don't store, right? Eggs. Have you been to the grocery store? Do you know what eggs cost? Get some fucking chickens. Ever hear of Amazon Killer? He would buy stuff off Amazon, use it to kill, then write these really creepy reviews. He bought a SOG knife. I have heard of Amazon Killer. I didn't know that's what it was about. I don't really watch any like true crime stuff or anything. I don't pay any attention to it. Michael, Happy New Year. Love the hydro. Right on, man. Right on. PBS 31s. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I have a bunch of 14s. Got some Manvis 5s. I've got several 7s. I like the 7s. I've got some thermals. Colorado just passed ridiculous law that all eggs sold here now must be certified cage-free. Do you know what cage-free means? It doesn't mean what people think it means. Just like organic, it doesn't mean what it used to mean. Cage-free means the bird does not sit in a 12 by 12 little wire cage anymore. That's what it means. Colorado is so fucking California now. What's my kill it and grill it plan for next year? Fuck, man, all of our freezers are full. I've got sheep out here. I probably have about 200 chickens right now. I don't even plan to do meat birds this year. I mean, we always end up doing it, but I don't plan to. Europeans store their eggs at room temperature. Amy, everywhere stores their eggs at room temperature, other than the United States. Go down to Mexico. Go to any grocery store in Mexico. They do not have eggs in refrigerators. We're the only motherfuckers that do that. Cage-free just means they are tightly packed in a bigger area. Way tighter packed in a bigger area. That's exactly what it means. Eggs are almost reaching the price that it'll be worth me fucking around selling them. But we still have grandmas here in this town that are like $2 a dozen. But there's people selling them $8 a dozen, and they're selling out of them also. So, new hotness on the commercial market: BNVD 1430. Is that the hybrids with quality photonis echo tubes and mil-spec lenses that rival aviation grade nods? Right. I have a set of aviation grade nods. I have an actual set of aviation nods. That's what I've got. One of the sets. What pouch would recommend for a PVS 14? Anybody answer that? What pouch do we make that you would use, Ed? Or what other pouch? I make a padded night vision case. Just buy all the 2 dozen. Yeah, that's what we should. Pierre, we should do that. I'll buy all your eggs, Granny. But you don't ever know what you're getting though. We don't know what's happening with those eggs, where they're coming from, how they were handled. We got 120 new laying hens coming online early December. Figuring out how to use the nest boxes. Have to pick up some off the ground. Dean, where are you at, man? Not specifically, but like what state are you in? I'm going to use caterpillar tunnels this next winter for our birds. We're going to put them in 50-foot caterpillar tunnels and let them just, run through deep bedding mulch in there. Because it's the heat that shuts them down, right? Heat and daylight photocycle, but the heat. And then we had a lot of eggs cracked this year because we got down to 0, which we never do. So I'm going to run solar-powered batteries. We're going to run battery solar systems that'll run heating mats, just like you use for heating, for sprouting seeds, kind of like the ones you use in reptile cages. Because the birds will go to that heat source and lay on there, and that'll be enough to keep them from cracking the eggs. I was watching Curtis Stone's video last night, and I actually have row houses on the property, and we don't use them in the winter, so we're just going to set them up and put birds in them. North Carolina, right on. So you're colder than we are. I bought my neighbors I've bought the neighbors 2 eggs when I need to fill an order. I remember you saying that, Bob. What's up, man? How are you? I just have a solo PVS 14 with a rhino mount. Yeah, I got some of those. We ain't going to eat them. Just leave them where they sit and change the price on the sign. I like it. Your NVG pouch is legit. $2 egg grandma, she's going to have an accident. Is what's going to happen. I shouldn't even joke about that. Start charging $6 a dozen. All right, guys, I'm going to jump off of here in a minute. Any last comments, questions, any gear you want to see? Did we just start an egg mafia? West Tennessee egg layers of West Tennessee. West Tennessee Knife Makers Association of West Tennessee. If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a dodgeball. Detective John Kimball. Are you I assume from the name that you're a police officer or were a police officer. Is that correct? It has no bearing on anything. I'm just having conversation with you. And you're welcome for the time. And we do this almost every night around 9 o'clock. We jump on here. For people listening, we have a private membership. It costs $1. We put over 10 hours of content up. For the private, we actually record several different podcasts. And so far, we only put them up members only. We've been putting some little snippets out, little 10-minute clips on YouTube. So if you'd like to get some samplings of those, we put them up in the shorts. They're also been posted on this channel. But for members, it's $1. And we put a lot of content out there in addition to what you normally see. No, it's from Kindergarten Cop. Okay, I got you. Boys have penises. Girls have vaginas. When are you coming out with the RMJ stuff? We're not. I had a buddy that worked at RMJ. We talked to RMJ a few times, and it never went anywhere. I had a buddy that was working there the last couple of years, and he put that into motion. We have samples and everything. He is no longer with the company, so I am not pursuing that. It's not a tumor. One thing we do is buy pullets to start laying in late November, December. They do not seem to be affected by the loss of daylight. We almost always have up and comers through the winter. We do not this year. We didn't run a later group of birds. Usually we run about 100, and we do them in large stock tanks with a heat lamp, and we did not this year. We had so many birds online this year that we did not. Woodland visor covers. Send me an email. Pierre. We actually saw Jade in Chattanooga. When we were there, we had breakfast with him. And Jade's going to come down and do a podcast here. And I don't know, in the next couple weeks probably. Who told you that you can come to my house and eat my cookies? All right, guys. I'm going to jump off of here. Chicken guy, the pullet guy. What kind of birds you running? I run, like, I've got all kinds of stuff, man. I've got barred rocks, all dual purpose birds. If I was going to really do the egg business, I'd get, some hybrids or something, some high production egg birds. But we've got a bunch of Brahmas. I've got barred rocks. I've got Orpingtons, a couple different kinds of Orpingtons. Dominique's, lace wing Wyandottes. We have all kinds of birds, man. Rhode Island Reds. Red Sex. Yeah, I think I've got some Red Sex links. Amy, good night. Be safe. I want an attack hawk. Give me a heads up. I'll take the day off right on. Thanks for making outstanding products. Michael, thanks for being here, man. Why are silkies the best and most cuddliest chickens? It's like having, if you have an animal that you're feeding and you're not getting a product from, that's a pet, right? And that's a silkie. If you need to hatch some birds out, I guess have silkies, but I don't have it. We have had silkies. I don't have any silkies now. And we use a lot of our birds. Like I have Cornish crosses right now on the ground. I have I'll bet we're pushing 16 pounds live weight Cornish crosses right now. Waddling around so big that like they're not even fully covered in feathers right now. We use a lot of our birds to feed dogs. And if we have really dirty eggs, like they lay them on the ground or something, we don't even bother cleaning them. We just crack them right out there in the bowls. My dogs eat about a dozen eggs each day, in addition to other stuff. I gotta find a decent dog vest. I don't make a dog vest, man. Don't go just got here. You have a lot. And what do you mean by dog vest? Like flotation vests for cold, or like a load bearing vest? Man, you have a lot of options now. There's so much stuff out there for dogs. The boys have been uninvited from Play Ghost in the Graveyard with the neighborhood kids because they keep taking nods on the thermals. Holy shit, that's awesome. That's awesome. Tell them to bring me some skeletons. That's fucking awesome. Tell them how much money people used to make grave robbing. Run an MFAX? Nah, they did modular first aid kits, the little ones, right? MFAX. The INFAC or the MFAC? What? I don't even know what my fucking product line is. What are we calling the MFAC? We stopped making the stock, the SMAC, and the INFAC. We stopped making those. I have the large tear-off med pouches. I have compact tear-off med pouches that can ship to you Monday morning. I have the MCABs, the mass casualty aid bags. I have some of those that can ship to you Monday morning. Thought about being a grave robber. I think that, yeah, grave robber, pirate, tomb raider. Kind of goes hand, arms dealer, it all goes hand in hand. Art dealer. Wolf Tactical. Not ever heard of them. All right, guys. I'm being curious. Turn around on a belt rebuild. I don't know, man. I don't have a fucking clue. I don't handle them. They get in here. They get unpacked every couple weeks. We pile them up. Depends what it is, what the rebuild is. Is it a repair? Is there a buckle we're cutting off of it? Do we need to change the size and we're swapping it? Dude, there's a lot of variables to it. I don't know. If you need a belt in a hurry, order a EDC low profile belt. We would have already shipped it to you. Want to go to Africa and ride the elephants? Are you sure there's elephants in Africa? You could probably ride them in Thailand easier. And I don't know. I'm sure there's some place where you can ride elephants. King crab. Buddy, I haven't seen king crab in a while. I was looking for king crab too. We usually could buy it pretty reliably and a decent product from Costco and Sam's Club. And I haven't seen king crab. I haven't seen it in the grocery stores. It wasn't even on the menus at the restaurant. And we went to some pretty good restaurants. And I was surprised because I went with the intention of ordering king crab, and I've not seen it. I thought there's a huge shortage on king crab, like the scientists are even not sure where all the king crab has gone. War bag, Clave, what do you think of it? I'll sell the arms with the fingers attached. All right, guys, I'm out of here. Have a great night. Be safe. And have something, do something fun tomorrow. Have something to show at the end of the weekend, too. Do something you're proud of. Russian crab pots. There's a lot of speculation the Chinese have overfished and out of their zones and bounds.